Welcome to the Health Trip Podcast. My name is Jill Foose. I'm a functional medicine and integrative nutrition health coach. I created this podcast to bring you along as we travel down intriguing, science-packed roads, debunking old medical paradigms and perusing new innovative therapies and modalities with the finest functional medicine doctors, practitioners, and like-minded biohackers while living our best life. Enjoy the show. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Health Trip Podcast. Today, I'm talking about something that trips up so many midlife women, including myself, the all or nothing approach to lifestyle changes. And you know who you are. You decide you are going to exercise 5 days a week, cut sugar completely, overhaul your sleep routine, and finally start meditating every morning, only to feel overwhelmed, burned out, and back to square one within 2 weeks. I used to be that woman too, only to learn that that approach did not work for me. And I'm thinking maybe there's other midlife women out there who've tried this approach who may need to hear this episode. And here's the truth. In midlife, small steps matter far more than massive transformations. Your body, your hormones, your brain, your schedule, and your responsibilities are shifting in midlife. And trying to white knuckle a perfect routine sets you up for failure. Instead, consistent, science-backed small steps lead to lasting change. The name of the game here is health span and longevity. How do you want your life to look and feel in your 70s, your 80s, and your 90s? Research in behavior change shows that when we set goals that are too big or too vague, the brain perceives them as threats. And stress hormones rise, and instead of feeling motivated, we feel paralyzed. And this is especially important in midlife when estrogen and progesterone fluctuations are already affecting our stress, our resiliency, and our energy levels. On the other hand, when you take small, specific steps, you activate the brain's reward system. Each small win gives you a little dopamine hit to keep you motivated. And over time, it's those small steps that stack into powerful long-term change. Remember, we are working on a new health equation in the second act of our life. So, how do you know which lifestyle change to start working on first? They're all important to you and you're motivated to jump in, but you want to make sure the changes you make stick around for the long haul. Do you stop eating sugar first? Do you work on your sleep routine first? Do you hit the weight room first? There are so many carrots in front of you. So before you hit the stop button because you're already feeling paralyzed and overwhelmed, I'm going to share 3 steps with you that you can take to help you niche down where you are ready to start doing the work. And that's an important distinction to make. What you think you should start versus where you're ready to start. All right, let's dive in. Step 1. I want you to reconnect to your core values. So before you even decide what habit to start, you need to know why it matters. I talk about why finding your North Star all the time. Research shows that when people connect behavior change to their personal values, whether it's being healthy enough to travel, staying sharp at work, or having the stamina to play with grandkids, they're far more likely to stick with it. And I just became a grandma last week, and I can tell you my North Star has shifted. I want to be healthy and strong and be able to keep up physically and mentally with my grandkids when they're in their 20s and 30s. Take 5 minutes today and write down your top 3 values. If you need help, go online. There's lots of value lists out there. They may have shifted from when you were in your 20s or 30s. Midlife often reorients us. Once you've identified them, ask yourself, how does my health connect to these values? I value independence, health, freedom, and youthfulness. I want to be that grandma who's asked to take my 15-year-old grandson to his hockey tournament for a long weekend in Canada. And I know he's only 1 week old right now, but we're a big hockey family, so I'm guessing this kid's going to be on skates pretty soon. Number 2, choose one tiny specific step. So once you've identified your why and you reconnect with your values, the next step is to translate it into action, but not just any action. This is where most people get tripped up. We tend to set these big sweeping goals. I'm going to exercise more. I'll eat healthier, or I'll sleep better. And while those sound good and they're helpful, they're too vague for your brain to latch onto. Behavioral science shows that the smaller and more specific your action, the more likely you are to do it. Your brain likes clarity. Think of it as writing yourself instructions you can follow even on your most tired, busy, and stressful days. Here's the formula: make it small, clear, and measurable. Instead of, I need to exercise more, consider, I will walk for 10 minutes after lunch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting tomorrow for 1 week. Instead of saying, I need to eat more fiber, consider, I'll add 1 serving of veggies to my lunch each weekday starting tomorrow for 1 week. And instead of, I'll get better sleep, say, I'll put my phone in another room by 10 p.m. 3 nights this week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm going to start that this week, and I'm going to do it for a week. And then after a week, reassess. How did you feel? Did it impact your week in any way? Keep a journal. Each of these steps is small enough to feel very doable, yet specific enough to be tracked. And the beauty is, small changes add up. 10 minutes of walking done consistently is far more effective than a lofty plan of an hour-long gym workout that's never going to happen. And one more tip: start where success feels almost guaranteed. If you're 90% sure you can do it, you're on the right track. Step number 3, build on what you're already doing well. And this is taken from positive psychology, which the research shows that new habits stick better when they're bound to something you already do well. So this reduces the need for willpower because you're piggybacking on existing routines. And over time, these stacked habits compound into powerful routines without the overwhelm. They become intuitive. So if you are working on increasing protein in your daily routine and you already enjoy making breakfast, brainstorm ideas to optimize your protein in just that one meal. What options do you already have handy to add 5 more grams of protein? Is it an egg? Is it a half a chicken breakfast sausage? Is it a slice or 2 of turkey bacon, leftover tofu? Whatever you have from dinner the night before may be one really simple way to add in more protein. And then again, assess, how did you feel after making this change for a week? Track your day in a journal or even on your phone. It doesn't have to be anything lengthy or fancy. You can use emojis to represent how your day went, whatever works for you. Did you feel fuller for longer? Were you more productive that day? Always reassess. So let's review the 3 steps. Number 1, you're going to connect to your values and work on finding your North Star. Make sure your health goals align with what really matters to you now, not who you were 10 years ago. Number 2, choose one small specific step. Keep it realistic. Don't shoot for the stars quite yet. Let's get some practice runs under our belt. And number 3, stack it onto an existing habit. Be intentional about where you want to change and when would be an optimal time to do it each day. Stretching probably is not going to work in your office while you're dressed in work clothes, but at home before bed and after brushing your teeth, that might be a better scenario for you. So let's say one of your values is being independent and active as you age. You decide that building strength is essential to support that value. So instead of joining an intense 6-day boot camp, you commit to 2 body weight exercises, squats and wall push-ups. That's it. Every morning after taking out your dog or having your first cup of coffee or tea, this is when you're going to integrate these 2 moves. It takes 2 minutes. It's doable, and it aligns directly with your independent value, and you can do it from home. This is something that might be called a movement snack, and that's how small steps drive change. Midlife isn't the time to chase perfection. It's the time to anchor into what truly matters. Choose small steps that feel achievable and let consistency build the health, the energy, and the confidence you want for the decades ahead. So I'm going to leave you with this question. What's one small step you can start this week that connects to your values? go through the 3 steps. If you need a little accountability, don't wait to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation with me. The scheduling link is in the show notes. And thanks for listening to the Health Trip Podcast. Until next time, remember, health isn't about doing it all. It's about doing what matters most, one step at a time. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Lifestyle changes can be hard and overwhelming to make. By building your support team of functional medicine doctors, therapists, and health coaches, you can reach your optimal health goals. Be sure to check out my other podcasts. Until we meet again, stay healthy.